Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. This one is going to be on Faarooq, the Acolytes. So Faarooq is this weekend's Showdown superstar, and graphically he looks awesome. I think they knocked it out of the park with this one. He looks great. I love the runes. Very, very cool. He's an aggressive era powerhouse, and he has the Ministry of Darkness link. Matching black gems charge moves of that color by 2 more MP. And Attitude Era gems do 10% more damage. And the stock Acolytes gear. He's also a trainer. At 6 star, your Leech gems are going to do 75% more damage. And your purple moves start with 2 more MP. Probably good on Big Papa Pump. Scott Steiner comes to mind. Wanting the extra purple MP to start. That's about it right now that I can think of off the top of my head. I'm going to have 4 builds for you guys. I know the ultimate plate is on right now, and that we will take those off and run it without as well. Don't worry. I'm going to do 3 plate swaps during the video, so you're going to see 3 different plates on him. He is very good. This is 6-star silver. Keep that in mind. And you can hit extremely hard on turn 1. It does require some setup, though. So, yeah, we'll be doing some different things. Anyway, strap is... Oh, I guess we're looking at a 40-40-30. So, this is also going to show 50%. Because after your sub, all gem damage is increased by 50% on this one. It doesn't say it here, but you make 6 sub gems, and it increases your all gem damage by 50%. I think this would be really good on Hall of Fame Kurt Angle as an ultimate. And then to start, I'm going to be running All Heart. It buffs green and purple gems by 100% for 2 turns. So base gem damage around 130%. When we get to the red move, 200% move damage metal for the finisher. So triple black to start. Thrust Spinebuster, 7 MP, 204k damage. Choose 2 gems to make into 2-turn Juggernaut gems. They will deal 105k bonus damage for every row break gem. And then at the end, they're going to destroy 12 column break gems. Chokehold, 7 MP black submission, generate 20 random sub gems. Do 411k damage for 3 turns. Remaining sub gems turn into row breaks. That's a beefy boy. Elevated Chokehold, 8 MP. Submission, generate 24 random sub gems, do 516k for 3 turns. Remaining turn into column break gems. Entourage for this one. We're going with some new stuff. I don't know if I've ever used some of these in a preview. We are going with Woods. He's normal. 4 black MP. Iron Sheik. Column break gems do 142% more damage. That actually can go up a little bit higher if you take him all the way up. Santa Hogan for the 1 MP and the flat all gems, because we're blowing up the board and we don't know what color they're going to be. And then Mankind for row break gems do 100% more damage to buff the Juggernaut move, as well as the row break gems that are still on the board. If you don't have Santa Hogan, you could easily replace Sheik in this build with Nikki on the second feud. First feud, usually defensive perks aren't maxed, and you wouldn't need the 1 MP. If you don't have him at 17k, that is. Anyway, this is fairly straightforward. You do not want to get pinned, though, for sure. That can mess things up a wee bit, so keep that in mind. That is a weakness with all Juggernaut builds. And subs don't move the pin bar. Anyway, start out Spinebuster. I slow the animation down to where it should be at 1.25. And then Chokehold. Alright, now you're going to see how much damage the Jug move does. That's 1.5 million with the row breaks we had left. Cool. And now we're going to do 1.5 million in sub damage and then blow up the board. Also, All Heart buffed the greens and the purples. They're both 107k. Blues, you can see only 60k. red's 123, and black's 105. You could use red and blue plate, which is a dog-ear gremlin, or Rhonda's jacket, black and yellow for this. Either would work. And so does this. It's just a roll of the dice, whichever one you're going to have more gems on. And I really don't want to get pinned here. Excellent. Blow up the board. 5.3 million reduced to 4.8 million. So that's that build. AJ gonna kick out, question mark? Yes. Okie dokie. I tried a few different things. I tried like flat column break with Brawn. You can also buff the sub up more and do super sub with triple black. I'm gonna have another build showing that actually. But not triple black, but super sub. That's actually next. So you can definitely do some things with him. People that love subs are probably gonna absolutely love Faarooq in this build set. Especially the super sub set. Alright. So that's that one. So super sub. Let's give this a go. Give this a comparison. If you have Logan leveled up, you can get 1 extra turn and 30% more damage over Shelton. He would go there. So we're just going to swap the red move in. Belly to belly suplex. Deals 180k damage and chooses a 3x2 area to swap into black gems. And that is only 6 red MP. So you can get started without a Santa Hogan in this build. And I think I have a loadout save for this somewhere. I do indeed, right there. Excellent. We can get right into this one. Before that, though, I'm going to go ahead and take these plates off now. Honestly, I feel like for an ultimate plate and how rare it is and stuff in that plate, it's not really impressive for him, so I probably wouldn't go that route. I would put it on likely Hall of Fame Kurt Angle, I think, because I believe his multiplies are a bunch of different colors. I could be wrong. It's been a minute since I've played him. Anyway, we're going to run the super sub with no plates. You could always put a black to red plate or any kind of thing that gives you red or black on there, colors. But we're going to have gems all over the board, so theoretically, not going to be a problem. Theoretically. What could be a problem is Mherex cascading, though. This is a known issue. It's been known to happen a time or two. And I'm sure we'll get some of that later. So, with this, you can see the first sub is 700k, 7 turns, 4.9 million, and almost 900,000 for 7 turns. So, like, over 6 million. So this is like, I don't know, 10 million in sub damage plus. So that's a beefy sub. Logan would add an extra turn and 30% more damage if you had him maxed out. So people that like sub builds, I think, are gonna love this guy. People that don't won't love this build set, but he has other stuff to offer you, so stay tuned. It's a very big sub. It's not little. It's not small. So the recycle here would be trying to blow up the board with your brakes and stuff, wherever those end up. I don't appear to have hit the jackpot this way. It's tragic day when the Cascade King can't cascade with row and cross breaks on most of the board. Do I really just have that match? Bruh. Thanks, AJ. I heart you. Saved by a cascade. That's fitting. Yeah, so we'll just finish it up there. So like I said, one of the swipe plates giving you red or black MP. So you sub connoisseurs out there, that's for you. Okay. We're going to run this build without a plate, and then we're going to stick the NWO plate on it. You're going to have some options here. I will cover those. And maybe to start, I'll take Balor off if you don't have an NWO plate. And then when we use the NWO plate, I will put Balor back on when we use it. So, Dominator is the finisher, and it is a biggin. Prepare your strap in, fellas. So this is where it starts to get really interesting, and also where Mherex will likely cascade and ruin the video. But Dominator, 10 MP finisher, 1.97 million damage on your base finisher. That's right, almost 2 mil. And choose a 4x4 area to swap into green gems. Short arm clothesline. Excuse me. 4 MP. Deal 540k damage. And choose a 2x2 area to make into 1 turn countdown gems that will deal 721k damage and increase your red MP by 3. That gives you 12 red MP and does 2.8 million in damage when that goes off. And the leaping shoulder block, 7 MP, choose move, 198k damage, and choose 9 gems to make into red. So, for this one, excuse me, you could run a bunch of different things. You could run, if you don't have 17k Santa, first feud, you usually don't need him. Second feud, you could always swap out to green MP right here for Balor. You can also run Priest. Priest is going to buff the finisher, but debuff the clothesline. So you could run Damian Priest Technician here. Buffs the finisher to 5.7, lose 500k off of this. But since we're going to hit this move 3 times, that gives us 1.5 million in damage. You could also use a Snoop, Trickster, or Gooker. They're 25% to red gem damage and red move damage and all move damage respectively. Brett's at 40% for me. To start out, since we're not using the plate, maybe you don't have Balor or Priest, so we're going to stick Batista on here. Powerhouse Batista. He's going to give you 50% more and give us 1 MP on the red. We'll just do that. And I know the graphic's wrong, but that's okay. So this will give anyone without all of that crazy stuff an idea. Also, running takedown 2s with this would give you 80% more move damage as well. I'm running Fury 2 right now. The real trick is going to be if I cascade or not. So, I'm going to put these right here. And then I'm going to make a 5 match that I swipe into. Hopefully. What could possibly go wrong? I can't think of a thing. I'm sorry. Oh, excuse me. Froggy in my throat. I'm not going to make a 5 match I can swipe into. It's much easier to just make a 5 match. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's right there killing me. So we'll just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And hope I don't drop purple in. Or do that. That was all my fault because there is a 3 right there. All my fault. 100% my fault. Bad gameplay. Horrible gameplay. Anyway, countdowns are going to go off here. They're going to do a bunch of damage. Like that. Then you're going to put them out again and swipe. Then you're going to hit the finisher. You're going to recycle. But I already messed all of that all up. Because I'm terrible at this. Admittedly. And I'm also tired. But that's no excuse for that bad of gameplay. Anyway. 8.6 million finisher. We're going to move on with the NWO plate. Hopefully I run it right this time. And you can see. If not, I will play it twice and we'll bump it to 2 times speed. Because there's a fair to middle chance I'll cascade. That was actually horrible placement by me. 100% my fault. Alright. Valor. Again, you can use Valor Priest. And this is the one where you use the NWO plate. And we're going to choose 6 because you need 6 gems to give you... Break 6 red gems to increase your red move damage by 75% for 2 turns. So, yeah. Let's do this again without being really crappy player. I can work with that side. So, 2 times speed. Countdown gems down. Boom. Also, this move is hitting for 2 million. That we just did at 4 MP, 2 million. Finisher's at 8.4 million. I only broke 5 gems, didn't I? Yep. I only broke 5 gems. So we didn't proc the NWO plate like we should have. Also, the countdown gems fill your red MP, right? So, when they go off, aside from doing 5.8 million damage from all the countdown gems, you get to hit the 2 million damage move again. Then you get to hit the big beefy finisher, but they all should be buffed from the plate. Basically, you do this right, you can hit 25 with like takedowns and stuff in a good setup. You could manage probably close to 30 million damage on turn 1. We did 2, 2, 2, 12 million, that's 18, and then 5.6. That was 23.5 million damage. With me not proccing the NWO plate. That was 23.5 with not proccing the NWO plate. And without takedowns. Which is really good. Okay. Pressure's on, Mherex. You're gonna go right here. Right here. 6 gems. I believe in you. I have faith. Hey, okay. So now we're up to 2.5 million here. And basically 10 million here. So a little bit of extra damage there when I'm not being a big dumb. This should almost wipe his health out completely. He's down to 438k from 14 million. So from 14.4. We've done 14 million damage and then the finisher here. Whatever we hit here. So 14 million plus. $10.9. So basically 25 million there. Pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Even with poor play. Okay, now this moveset. I'm going to leave the NWO plate on first because it's not really going to be doing a lot. And then I'll take it off and we're going to use Santa's Muscle. which it's pretty cool. We have a use for that plate. And the only move you haven't seen yet, Snap Scoop Power Slam. Deal 315k damage plus 210,000 bonus damage for every red gem. Loadout for this one, we're going to dust off Powerhouse Roman here. And Hall of Fame Hall. Ideally, instead of Hall, you'd be using Bianca, Zombie Bianca, but maybe you don't have her, so Hall it is. Plus he adds 5% to the gem damage on here, which is not nothing. Again, first feud, you wouldn't need 17k Santa. Second feud, you would. Potentially. So you would maybe have to change Roman out for a green MP if you don't have a 17k Santa. The NWO plate, if we do this right, won't be doing a whole lot for us. So yeah, keep that in mind. We need 7 MP is the downside with this build this way. So yeah, to fill it in feud on the first feud we would need 7 MP. So that's a 7 match. So I can't quite do it the way I want to that way, because we need a 7 match. So yeah, it's fine. Don't worry. Ignore me. I'm thinking for the next thing I'm gonna do. So we're not gonna have very many red gems on this one. It works much better with the Santa's Muscle, and I'm gonna make an adjustment from Roman to a more rare trainer. You can see each red gem though is 600k. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's like, I think 4.8 million or something that's gonna hit for. Yeah, 4.8. Then we're gonna have the finisher, which the NWO plate did buff a bit. $8.2 million right there. Okay, now what we're gonna do instead of Roman is I'm gonna put Piper on, and we're gonna put the Santa's Muscle plate on. And that's where this build set gets exciting on turn 1, assuming I don't cascade. Santa's Muscle, if you didn't know, is the opposite of Aftershock. Whenever you break 3 or more red gems, gain 3 MP at the end of your turn. The green moves are 7 MP, so a 5 and a 3 match will refill it with the plate. And to give us more starting MP in the red, we're going to use Piper Nevin, who gives us 2 red MP. And 40% red gem damage, so we don't lose much. And the 2 extra MP makes it so we only need a 5 match to fill the Dominator. Which is nice. Okay. So here, for 1 second, because it hurts. We are doing this right, I hope. No, we're not. I already messed it up. I'm tired. No excuse. Anyway, we should have hit the move first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 gems. 9 times like 600k, whatever, like 5 million, something like that. Anyway, too late for that now. We're going to do a 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we want a 3 swipe. And then we just don't want a cascade after that. Everything's fine. That would give us 3. This gives us 3. Now we put all of our red gems out. Without hopefully making a cascade. 2, 2, 2, 2. 2, 2. 2. Yeah. So AJ's got 13 million health right here. There's 10 million. And there's another 8.5 million. And so that's 18-ish, and then we missed at least 5 million at the start for 23. I'll run that one more time for you guys. Then we'll talk about where he fits in and how I feel about him. I'm just shocked I haven't cascaded way more, to be honest. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 reds. Really good starting board. So 12 times 600k. That's 600 million right there. Okie dokie. Five match, and let's set up a 3 swipe right there. This works for me, and then just try not to make a mess of the board, Mherex. This is a lot of reds on the board, so look at that. So he's already down to 7 million. Now is the part I'm very bad at. As this fills up, I have a hard time seeing the board. But I think... Oh, we did it. How about that? Alright. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 red gems at 590k. 13.5 million. Plus, we already did 7 million. So that's 20 million damage. And then the finisher. So 20 million plus this. Which we should get Cascade, I would think, out of this. Yeah. That would be 28.5 million, 29 million on turn 1. So, Faarooq. Pretty darn good, right? That's my opinion on him. He's very good. Admittedly, guys, 5 and 3 match is not my preferred play style, right? But he is very good. Even if I don't like playing that way, he's definitely very good. The subs are very strong. There's a lot to like here. For variety, you get a row break boss. He's going to be great on row breaks. You get cross breaks or column breaks. He's going to have a bunch of those when you blow up the board, and he's going to be good. Certainly, there's ever red gems, which there won't be because KO. He would be great at red gems. He throws a bunch of green gems down, so he should be decent there. He's got the tag link on Black Match for 2 MP, so you're going to be able to charge his moves if you're using an Acolyte with him really well. So that's a lot to like there. Also, Era. There is not a lot of good Attitude Era. A lot of them are older. Powerhouse, it's him and Big Papa Pump and Stevie Ray, really Stone Cold. So he fits in really well there. But let's look at Powerhouses now. Everybody knows I love Braun, right? So Braun cannot hit for 28 million on turn 1. I cannot do that. I can do 22 million very fast. So for me, I'd rather feud with Braun, but Faarooq can definitely hit harder. Sammy is very good after the change today. Still, but I have to play him. So I'm going to say, depending on your playstyle, He's got a lot of hitting the board too. Clubber is not going to hit that hard for sure as Faarooq can, but he's very good. Seth can't hit that hard. Ray with his gear would be super interesting, but I don't have it. Basically, what I'm getting at here, guys, and Big Papa Pump I don't have, is he's as good. KO's up there, even though I hate him, biased against, right? Triple H is super good with the Piper plate. So even though it's not my favorite playstyle, I think he's extremely good, very useful, and one of the best powerhouses in the game. I think he's a top 3 easily powerhouse, depending on your preferences. For me, he would be lower because I'm not going to do a 5 in a 3 match. But I think for a lot of people, he's a top 3. And then as far as like potential, also boss battle, you don't worry about cascades and that kind of stuff. Yeah, I think he's great. Great addition, welcome addition. He looks graphically amazing. He plays really well. And more importantly, I think a lot of people are going to have a lot of fun with him. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this preview. Remember to like, subscribe, and share because that really helps me out. Other than that, thanks for watching, guys, and good luck out there. Oh man, I thought he was going to cascade way more than that. He got super lucky for him.